Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. What up, man?
Yeah.
What we doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and grand rising, grand rising. To all my overseas brothers and sisters, man. Everybody doing out there tonight, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, to another great episode of Bearded Conversation. Today is Thumpin Thursday. I do apologize for the lateness. I had football practice today, y'all, so you know I was out there with the kiddos. I'm just getting back. Hey, so let's do it like this. First and foremost, man, big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up that video, man. Secondly, man, big ups to the best moderators in the game, man. Big ups to the best moderators in the game. We got Young Boy Maya Bucks. We got Master Teacher Fox Stack. We got TLS. We got P-Mac. And then we got my big bro bringing out the river show, Professor Remo Williams, man. And then, and also, man, we can't forget about them queens. We got Miss Gigi, you know what I'm saying, Gaming Palace. We got Miss Starworth Marcus LLC. And last but not least, we got Miss CC Craven Carefully. Hey, man, y'all know what it is. Don't forget to check out Lynn Chicago Pizza, 501 East 61st Street, man, on the corner of 61st and Eberhard in Chicago, Illinois. 2523 West 79th Street, man. If you want some of the best soul food in Chicago, check out their Soul Food and Bakery, man. 2523 West 79th Street. You got a cough or something, you're sick, man, don't forget to check out the House of Health and Wellness, man, located 1400 Towards Avenue Suite 213. And if you want some grown folks in the action, check out Cafe with Grown Folks Play, man. 17553 South Kedzie, located in Hazelcrest, Illinois. And if you're over my way, man, over East 2911 East 79th Street, man, check out the Urban Lux Cafe, man. You know what I'm saying? Get it in, y'all. Hey, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it be, man. It's your boy, BEARDEDBUCKZ in the building. Once again, man, I do apologize for being late. I was at football practice with the kiddos, and I just stepped in the dope. So, y'all know what it is, man. It's Thumpin Thursday. Who and what we thumping on tonight. And I got something to thump on to start the show off with, but let's get it cracking, man. Y'all know what it is. Hey, off the block, giving it back. Hey, yo. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation, man. I am your host, BEARDEDBUCKZ Con Man, aka the Con Man, BKABGK. What's going on? Diablo in the building, man. Appreciate you. Much love, Diablo. I see you, Miss CC. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm a little late, y'all, man. I have football practice, man. So, you know, man, I ain't get here quick enough. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you know, we in the building. So again, I do apologize for being late. So y'all know how we do it, man. We kick the show off, man. First and foremost, man. Hey, let's keep everybody in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. Let's please keep everybody in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations, man. Our Bearded Conversation family, our family, and our extended family. You know what I'm saying? Let's be respectful, peaceful. Let's love, be motivating, and inspiring to all. You know what I'm saying? We all about growing, we all about progress, we all about success, and we all about empowerment for the people here on Bearded Conversation. So with that being said, man, y'all know what it is. Let's get it going, and let's get it started. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, we want to do it like this, man. We want to do it like this. The thoughts and views of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. We don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. We don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. This video stream is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. One more time. This video stream is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only, with the underline and undertone on entertainment. Don't take any advice given or anything shown in the stream for face value without consulting a proper professional that suits your special or specific needs to a certain situation that you might have going on with yourself. So, because we don't want you going out here robbing no bank, starting no revolts, telling your boss what he can take, how he can turn it sideways, and where to put it, because you can't get no money out of me, and you can't get no money out of, you know what I'm saying, my co-host, because they ain't here. Also, man, big ups to my co-host, man, L Boogie, man. Hey, man, L Boogie, if you out there in the airways, in the building, or you participating, you watching, man, come on the channel, man, say what up to the people. Big ups to my boy Roscoe P. He ain't in the building, man, but if you on, you know what I'm saying, you see us on the airways, Roscoe, you know you more than welcome, man. Come on, man, join your boy. Also, man, big ups to my co-hosts with the mostest, my little one, AJ. All my kids, the twins, you know what I'm saying? My sugar mama, she back in Wisconsin. She went back to school today. My Juicy Boo, my Sean Mac. I'm saying all my kids, man, my Savo, man. I love y'all. So, man, yeah, with that being said, you know, y'all know what it is, man. It's Thumpin Thursday, man. You know, I'm feeling kind of good, man. I do apologize one more time for being late, man. I just came in for football practice. So, you know, I was running a little late, a little behind. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how that can be. I'm out there with the kiddos, man. But speaking of football practice, man, that's something that I want to thump on. Before we go any further, this is one thing I want to thump on, man. I want to thump on these parents, man. Not necessarily the parents from our organization, but parents, period. Before we start, man, big ups to L Boogie for producing that track. And big ups to Demond Deshaun, man, for laying the vocals down and recording the track, man. Big ups to Demond Deshaun, man. Make sure y'all go check him out on all platforms, man, music platforms, whether it's Spotify, iTunes, whatever. Make sure y'all go check out Demond Deshaun. Support your local read man. Hey, also the real one too, because he got to get paid as well. You know what I'm saying? Scooby Snacks hashtag. Hey, but yeah, so make sure y'all go check out Demond Deshaun, man, and your boy, man. Y'all see L Boogie doing his thing, man, on the ones and twos, man, with the making the music, man. Y'all know what it is. The boy talented over here. But yeah, man, it's Stop It Thursday, man. Back to these parents, man. Man. We always come on the show, man, and we talk about how we can get better communication with the youth, or finding things for the youth to do, or finding ways to keep the youth off the street, resources and things of that nature to keep our kids, what I'm saying, preoccupied or whatever. Um, I'm finding it hard, man, nowadays, man. The parents, man, they're not bringing their kids to these practices. They're not getting these kids to these things that they involved in. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not necessarily just trying to get on my organization. I'm just speaking overall and in general. Now, I know life be lifing. I know things be happening. I know kids might get sick. I know things come up. I know things, vacations and things of that nature. But if you paying for something, man, I don't, if it's football, basketball, baseball, excuse me, whatever, man, karate, boxing, gymnastic. Get your kids to these practices, y'all. It's very important and lucrative that you get your kids to these practices. And the reason I say that is because on game day, everybody show up and everybody want to play, and then the parents have a 101 things to say about why they kids ain't playing, or why they kids ain't getting this, or why they kids ain't doing that, or my kid is this and my kid is that. And sometimes you might not have seen that kid all year, but at no practices, but he at every game. We got to do a better job, man, as parents, especially when we paying for a lot of these things. When we paying for some of these things, man, it's important that it's imperative. What I'm saying, that we get our kids to these extracurricular activities, man. I don't give a hell if it's a book reading club. And also, I want to tell the parents that when you get your kids into these things, man, talk to your kids, man. I know you might not think it's important, but I try to tell all my parents is that, this football, man, it teaches discipline. It teaches the kids how to listen. It teaches them how to focus. What I'm saying? It teaches them teamwork. It's not just a barbaric sport where they just go out here and hit each other. You know what I'm saying? And tackle and just throw a ball around. I mean, I get that for the fun aspect and the competitive part of it. What I'm saying? That's what it brings, but it also brings more than that. But we can't get that, and we can't give that to the kids if they're not there, if they're not participating, if I'm not allowed to actually, give them or instruct them to give them the things that they need. So I need these parents, man. I don't care wherever you are, whatever state you in, whatever country you in. If you got your child into an extracurricular activity like a sporting activity or an extra club or something, please make sure you get your child to these events, to their things. It's real important, man. And then some of these kids, man, they love doing it, and we don't get them now. Now I can see if he's sick or something, that's cool. But we get the, I don't want to go to practice, or this, or you might have something to do, but that you can't do that. It's cool when you want to go drink with the fellas, you make a way. When you want to go hang with the girls, you make a way. Or when y'all want to go do whatever else, you make a way. But when it's time to get these kids to practice, you don't make a way. And we got to do better at that. You know what I'm saying? We have to do better at that, and we get on the kids about having lack of attention and lack of focus, and a lot of our kids is getting diagnosed with ADHD and all this shit, and they can't pay attention and this, that, and the third. Well, hell, the mamas and daddies can't pay attention. They can't even get them to practice on time. They can't even tell them to do nothing. I remember it was a time, y'all, when I was getting my kid, and I know I'm different, and I'm not saying everybody got to be like me. But it was a time where I wasn't riding, and I had to get my kids on the bus, and we had to go to practice. We were on the bus, and my kids were suited and booted. When we got off the bus stop and we crossed the street, the only thing that my kids had to do was put on their cleats. You know, we get kids that get dropped off. They got to put the pants on. They got to put the pads on. Then they got to put the jersey over the pads on. Then they got to put the cleats on. And then they moving like Tulip the Turtle. And you just jumped out of car. It's not hot. You got AC. Like, be halfway dressed. It don't take that long, man. They not motivated. They not inspired to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that could be the child. But again, you know, we gonna put that off on the parent because it's important that you as a parent, you know, just like because I had to learn this in football. Just because you think a child may know, that doesn't mean that a child knows. So, you know, you got to stay on top of the kids, man. Just like you got to stay on top of the kids, you got to stay on top of these parents, man. It's important, y'all. Please get y'all kids to these practices. You know, whether it's football, cheerleading, baseball, basketball, soccer, tennis, golf, whatever. Because you got to know, man, it's a repetitious thing. You know, and I can't embed that in them, you know, if they're not coming. You know, or us as coaches, we can't do our job if the kids don't come. But I guarantee you, every Saturday or every Sunday, or whenever game day is, we get parents all in your ear. Oh man, why my son ain't playing? My son, this, that, and we don't have time for that, man. We don't have time for that. Just get them there. Uncle Nearest Thursday, cheers. Hey, what's going on, Remo? Okay. They falling in. CC, Star Wars, Remo. He said, but they quick to send their kids to school sick. Yeah. Most definitely, Professor. And y'all, I didn't want to make this a big dumping thing on parents because again, like I said earlier, I know life be life, and I know things happen. But why would you sign your child up to play a sport or to do some extracurricular activity, and then you taking the trip, and now you got to take the child out of this sport to take a trip? What if we were dependent on that child? I mean, you never supposed to solely depend, but I depend on everyone. You know, if you're on my team, I need everyone. I don't look at it as I got 11 boys. If I got 15 boys, guess what? We coming together like Voltron and we become one. I don't look at it as a separate thing or individual. You know, if one don't show up, I punish all. People say that's not fair, but then we gonna learn. But then you know, well, why you doing other? Well, guess what? If they not learning, if they coming, guess what? They're gonna be strong. So I because I need them, because if we lacking, I need them to be just as strong because we missing one. You know what I'm saying? Because I could play a game with 10 players. They allow you to play the game with 10, but you can't play with 9. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, come on, man. Start getting y'all kids these practices, man. Hey, also, man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video. Y'all know this the last day, man. It's Thumpin Thursday, the last day before I take my weekend hiatus, man, and go make them coins. I got a game Sunday, y'all, at Henry Eggers Middle School in Hammond, Indiana. If anybody in the city that want to come check it out, I coach 6, 7, and 8-year-olds. I think we playing Calumet City. So, like I say, Henry Eggers Middle School, man. I got my first game of the season. Again, man, parents, you got to bring your kids. You know what I'm saying? I just hope so this first game, I'm just expecting, because I ain't had a great turnout. So this first game, I'm just expecting to just, work some kinks out and see what's going on and see what I got to work on and see what's going to happen. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying, it should be, you know what I'm saying, hopefully it should be a good game. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, parents, get off y'all butts. And a lot of time, and you know what, y'all? And it's not, and again, I just, like I say, I wasn't getting on my organization. I'm talking about, period. The organization that I'm in is not the first that I've been in, and this is all across the board. Even with the parents, man, the parents go crazy when their kids ain't playing, but they never come to practice. Hey, man, it's Thursday night football too, man. What y'all know about that Thursday night football? So y'all know, hey, Professor, we got the Chiefs and the Ravens, man. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Henry over there with your boy, man. Oh, we got Master Teacher in the building, man. We got Derrick Henry over there with your boy Lamar Jackson, man. Who you think gonna win this game? Let me give y'all a quick rundown. This third quarter, 13 minutes and 30 seconds left. Kansas City, they leading the way 13-10. You know what I'm saying? I heard a lot of people say that Baltimore need to be trying to get their get back after Kansas City just put them out last year. Oh man, it ain't look good. It ain't look good. Pat Mahomes Just put a pass out there. He just put a pass out there. Oh yeah, we got but no link. Yeah, brother, the link right there. The link is always in the chat, baby boy. The link is always in the chat, master teacher. I go the link right there. But yeah, man. But it's Thursday. It's Thursday. It's Thumping Thursday, and I wanted to start off by thumping on parents, man, who put their kids in these activities, and then saying they don't participate the way they supposed to participate, but then they have a gang of stuff to say, saying about their child and why their child ain't doing this and what their child should be doing. When you don't even bring your child to practice, man, we just gotta do a better job. We gotta do a better job. We say we want things. We say we you say I had the Chiefs 16-3. Well, it's 13-10 right now. So 16-3 ain't. But I ain't having with no score, but I had them winning. But yeah, man. So but it's imperative, man, that we get our kids to these practices, man. It's very important. I can't stress that enough. Again, I know some people not into sports, but it's especially probably not football, but it's not just barbaric, man. You know what I'm saying? It teaches the kid to focus. It teaches them teamwork. It teaches them discipline. It teaches them how to listen. You know what I'm saying? It teaches them about brotherhood, about having a brother. You know what I'm saying? It teaches them a lot of things. So, and again, like I stated, man, when we want to go have a drink with the guys or when we want to go kick it and party with our girls, we ain't got no excuses. We quick, we on time. We out in the stores, we buying the new outfits, we getting our haircuts, we getting our hairs and our nails done, we getting everything to go out that night. But you didn't forgot to take little Billy, little Jimmy to practice. We can't be doing that, y'all. We got to stop that. And again, we always we bitch and complain at our kids about, what I'm saying, the way they act and the things that they do. Whole time, y'all got to understand the kids only act and do the thing. Well, not in every situation, but most of the time, man. Some kids only act and do what they see. And if they acting, if they acting out and doing what they see, they got to be getting that from somewhere. And guess who they getting it from? They're getting it from us. So if we not paying attention, if we not involved, if we not interactive, if we show that we don't care, guess what they gonna do? They gonna not want to be involved. They gonna not want to be interactive. They gonna show that they don't care. And then you get the kids then you got the kids that go up to the parents and be like, oh man, I got practice today. Mom, I need to go and this, that, and the third. And guess what? Oh well, not today. See, then we get the kids that be wanting to come and what are you doing? You sitting up in the creek again, man. I'm not knocking. I know life be lifing. I know things happen. I'm a parent as well. But again, like I stated earlier, man, when I was on the bus, I someone before I ain't gonna say before, but when I lost my car, man, and I had to be on the bus, man, my kids was on the bus again. Once we crossed the street onto that field, the only thing they had to put on was their cleats. They had their pads on, they had their jersey over their pads, they had their knee pads on, they was fully suited and booted. The only thing they had to put on was those cleats. I get kids pulling up in cars, got to get dressed for practice. Practice started at 6 o'clock. Kids start coming in at 6:15, 6:30. Man, we get out of school at 3:45. I give you the travel time to get in there, but sometimes, man, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Hell, and then that's just football, man. It's all sports. I done seen it in basketball. I done seen it in baseball. We got to teach our kids how to be on time. We got to teach them how to be prompt. You know what I'm saying? We don't give our kids these lessons. That's another thing I want to thump on. The lessons that we teach do we really teach our kids lessons? Do we really give them lessons? Do we really prepare them for life? Do we really teach them about the things and the necessities that they really need to learn and use? Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking education, man. Education is very important because you have to be a real first and real-rounded individual. Of course, you need to know your mathematics. Of course, you need to know how to read. Of course, you need to learn your science and your history. You know what I'm saying? But what about the smaller thing? What about the serious thing? Anybody teaching? Any mamas out there teaching they daughters how to cook, how to wash, how to sew? You know what I'm saying? I don't see none of that no more. I got some people at the job, some kids at my job, man. Something spilled, and I'm not gonna mention no names, but they was mopping, and I'm looking at them. I say, man, do you mop at home? You ever mop before? She say, no. I say, you don't know how to mop? Ain't nobody ever showed you how to mop? She say, no, 17. What are we teaching our kids? How the young brother sweeping the floor? Man, can you sweep up for me? Sweep, sweep. The brother look handicapped sweeping the floor. Never used the broom. Like, who clean? Oh, my grandma. What? Your grandmama. So what about when grandmama gone? How you gonna clean up? What you gonna do? How you gonna cook for yourself? What if you don't have a woman? Or what if you can't, whatever the case, but you gotta stay by yourself before you can stay with anybody else. You gotta learn how to wash your own clothes. You gotta learn how to cook. You gotta learn how to grocery shop. These are essentials. We may not think they're essentials, and we might think these are smaller things on a scale, but it teaches. See, and the reason I say, especially about the shopping, because you got to learn. Because once you get a job, your money, you got to learn how to budget. You just can't go out here buying things. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to budget. You got to know how to buy in bulk for certain things. You got to price. It's sales. It's with the mathematics, and now you adding up. Okay, well I got this amount of money to spend. Now I ain't necessarily saying you got a coupon clip, but I'm just saying like we don't teach our kids these things, and then we wonder why. Because I done ran into a lot of older brothers, man, that didn't even know how to go apply for a link card, that didn't even know how to go uh, apply for a social security card. I even knew a brother that didn't even know how to go get his ID at 26 years old. And for a long time I said that was sad, but then, he was never taught or never shown, you know. But at that age, and then I started quote, well, damn, brother, you ain't never asked nobody. Yeah, man, I tried to ask my mom, I tried to ask my sister, nobody want to help me. Like, what's with this? We can't just automatically assume, even with the football, I can't just automatically assume that my player knows to play or that my player knows what to do every play and every down and every snap of every series of every game. Because they 6, 7, and 8. So it's a lot of things going in their mind, in and out, so they forget. So I had to step back from that situation and think like that. Okay, well, maybe he wasn't shown, maybe he was never told, what I'm saying? But even at the age of 26, if he was trying to ask and get the help and he didn't acquire it, I could see how it could be hard. But we got brothers and sisters out here, man, that's 30, 40 that don't know how to walk out here and do nothing. I'm basically on the kids, but I'm just saying we got adults that's in the same boat. And our kids are learning from these adults that's in the same boat that they in. And half the time it's these kids' parents. We got to do better, And then if you're the type of person, man, who got a messed up situation, and I applaud those who know they who are in not so good situations, but they try. What I'm saying? That's all I'm asking is to try, man. That's all I'm asking is for a try. What's going on tonight, Master Teach? How you feel, brother?
I'm all right, man. I'm just listening to what you're talking about. You hitting it on the head. I don't even have nothing to say about that. I got lots to say about it. Everything is correct.
He said, what Bremo says, Eminem said it best. How the fuck you supposed to grow up when you weren't raised? Hey, that's true. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. And I didn't want to come up here and make it a sports or a football thing, Master Teacher. It's not that, it's that. Even with school, man, I kids can say I don't feel well. I remember there was a time, bro, when if it was snow outside and I said I didn't feel good, if I wasn't dying, man, get your ass up, put your clothes on, and you going to school. And the teacher better not call me. Don't put your head down because you ain't sick. And 9 times out of 10, when a child says he's sick, guess what he wind up doing if he's staying home? He jumping, he running around, he acting a damn fool. Night. Because I didn't heard this before. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so now, your ass ain't sick no more, huh? You running around here. Your ass going to school tomorrow. Come on, man. We got to do better than that, man. We parents, man. It's our job to discern and know. Come on, you can't be letting them trick you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. Man, I find it just amazing, bro, how they pay for this for these sports activities, bro. They don't bring their kids, bro. When they get there, they unprepared. You know what I'm saying? And then come game day, the kids show up at game day You don't play the kid, and now the parent is in your face, want to cause a commotion, want to know why their kid ain't playing, thinking their kid is the best team on a kid on the team, and you just hear all types of stuff, and then that's when I had to step back and say, well, mom, well, dad, I haven't seen your child. You want me to put your child on the field in this game that you really don't want him playing anyway, but then I got to put him on the field unequipped, not knowing what's going on. Then when he get hurt, guess what you're going to do? Not so I'm damn if I do, damn if I don't, master teacher, because if I don't put him in, they gonna want to know why he ain't playing. Well, because he ain't been here. And then if I put him in because he ain't been there, he don't know what to do, and they get hurt, guess what they gonna say? Well, why you put him in the game? He ain't been at practice. He should have never been out there in the first. Like, what is going on? We got to do a better job, y'all. And also, man, again, like I was talking about preparing our youth, man, we got to do a better job of preparing and raising. So that preparation, that raising part that Professor Remo was talking about, man, that's that preparation. We don't prep them. It's a little mantra that goes like this: proper preparation prevents poor performance, and that's on anything that you do in life. It ain't just in sports, man.
The P's, yeah.
It's 5 P's, yeah. It just ain't in sports. It's with education. It's with relationships. It's with the people you meet. It's everything that you do, man. If you properly prepare yourself, you will not have a poor performance. Now, will you excel every time? If you go into the situation with the mindset that you will, you will. I mean, any small step to me, or any elevation of any level to me is growth. So for me, that's excelling. You don't have to top out the scale. You know what I'm saying? And when you're trying to excel, and when you're trying to get better, and when you're trying to be great, you don't have to top the scale, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that we think about a lot of times when we get into things, bro, and we try to do things, we try to top that scale. It's not about topping that scale. It's about the consistency. It's about sticking it out. It's about learning. You know what I'm saying? It's about having the self-determination to want to do, being committed, being convicted. You know what I'm saying? This is important, man. And I'm not just talking about sports, I'm talking about life in general. Especially when you're going to school. Like, man, bro, when I went off to college, man, I had a hard time my first year because hell, wasn't nobody there telling me what to do and what not to do. So I figured I was grown, and I just did what the hell I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no commitment. I didn't have no conviction. I didn't have no discipline. You know what I'm saying? I had it, but when I got away, I kind of, did my own thing. I got back to it, but you know what I'm saying? And my people's taught me well. It's just that shit. Sometimes you can be a hard-headed child, you can be a hard-headed individual. You know what I'm saying? And I know that. But most times when you're properly prepared, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I was properly prepared. I just did it because I was an asshole. This is me. But usually when you properly prepare, see, and that's why I like coaching in youth. That's why I like getting them that young, because when I get them that young, bro, I try to instill in them other things besides just football. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching them how to tie their shoe. Y'all, people just don't. I'm teaching these kids more than just football. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching them how to deal with conflict resolution. If kids on the team have a problem, you know what I'm saying? I'm teaching them how to resolve that. I had an issue today with one kid touching another kid, and they was ready to go at it. No, y'all gonna turn and y'all gonna face each other. First, y'all gonna talk to me, tell me your side, you tell me your side. Then y'all gonna turn to each other and y'all gonna talk it out. Once y'all talk it out, y'all gonna shake hands. And if we have any other problems to persist, practice is over with it. We're gonna be running for the next hour and a half. They fixed it because they didn't want to run for an hour and a half. I still started to make them run, but I'm like, nah, they young. I ain't gonna do them like that. I ain't gonna do them like that. What you say? A lot of parents like to vicariously live through their offspring. Yeah, that's true. But in these cases, it's not the young ones, not the babies. They don't vicariously live through them babies. They wait till they get about 12, 13 when they really can do something. But when it's these babies, man, they sign them up. Don't bring them, man. It's a mess, y'all. It's a mess. Hey, it's just like being in school. They just drop them off. Just drop them off. He said these kids are also walking petri dishes. My girl just got strep throat from a kid whose parents said, "Get up and take your ass to school." Now, don't get me wrong. listen, Professor Remo, I did. If listen, I know I ragged on the parents about not bringing their kids to practice and things of that nature or sending them to school. But if you sick, man, and if you're really sick, and then that's another thing. Why didn't this parent take this? Because your girl is a teacher, right? But why didn't this parent take their child to the doctor? Because when you got strep throat, there are symptoms. Strep throat, you can't eat, you can't swallow, you coughing. I know the child is hurt. That's what I'm saying. Like they should have took that child to the doctor. But I guarantee you, if they wanted to go out, they wanted to go have a drink, they want to go hang with the girls, they want to go get a late night booty call or whatever the case may be, they go do that. I'm talking about men and women, not necessarily the women. When I say a booty call, so y'all don't get don't get that way with me. I'm speaking about both. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's crazy. But if you're not sick, man, I don't advise you to send your child to school sick if you got strep throat. But if they're not sick, man, they can get up, they can go to school. If they're not sick, they can get up and go to these practices. Our parents, we do everything else besides what we supposed to for our kids, man. We got to stop this shit. Ms. Starwood says, so many things came easy when I was growing up. Entertainment was also educational. Wishbone, history, science, magic school bus, friendship, frog, and toad. Yeah, you know what? That's the next thing. Since she gonna move it along, that's the next thing. We got so much. Oh man, also y'all, big ups to Thursday night football, man. We got Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, man. Education and learning and going to school, and it just ain't the same no more. It's not the same no more. Between cyberbullying, between regular bullying, and between this compact new what's curriculum that we have, this framework curriculum. Because I was told that there's 3 curriculums and that CPS gets, and then they are allowed.
Right.
There are 3 curriculums that CPS get, and they are allowed to pick from which curriculum that they want to use or tenure for that school moving forward. And a lot of times I was told that a lot of these teachers don't even know the curriculum offhand or right away. And then I was also y'all don't?
No, well, I mean, I'm trying to phrase it. It's called cookie cutter models. So how a cookie cutter model is, right? Where everybody knows how to make a cookie, but it's like they take a model that's usually passed down, it's grandfathered at the top by PhDs in the university setting, higher education. And while it may be theoretical, it funnels down into the trenches, high school teachers and elementary school teachers in different flavors based upon what they need. And then they make more flavors called differentiation based upon whether the kid can read, the kid can do math, where the kid likes to just chat a lot, so more social, emotional conversation stuff. And the teachers are sometimes, I've been in meetings, caught way off guard because they may have a strategy that's working, and then the district comes down with a method that reinvents their wheel, and it just they try to make everything uniform, cutter, right? And it causes frustration.
So they say this cookie cutter, what you were saying, bro. They were trying to say this cookie cutter is supposed to be a little bit more advanced, and it's supposed to help the kids learn better. But from what I see, in some cases, the kids ain't learning no better than what they was learning when it was the old system. And hell, they learn better from the old system.
It's not that they're trying to, make it more advanced. It's just it's like it's competition. Most schools that have CTE, IB, International Baccalaureate, if you see a school that has that, they're trying to catch up with the trend that most other countries are doing. So, IB, like I said, CTE, which is career tech, that's like Air Force, military training, or just trade. The kids do kind of learn it from the hands-on part, but then they have these things called standards. And the standards are taking it back down to just the liberal arts level, where can you do these soft skills? Can you collaborate? Can you work in teams? Can you talk to people? And it's a weird balance, because you always said it, like, and we talked about it a long time, like 10, 20 years ago. Like, when was school going to teach me how to balance a checkbook? When was school going to teach me? Home ec is not a thing anymore. It was an actual class you got credit for, or wood shop, things like that are needed. The state has to figure that out because they deem a uniform nature and how the curriculums manage. So there you go.
Because I had a young lady. She was telling me back when she was going to school, said that she actually received her nursing degree and a cosmetology degree coming up out of high school, and didn't have to go to to beauty school or cosmetology school to receive it, or didn't have to go to nursing school to take them little hours or whatever, because she got it coming out of high school now. And like you said, the wood shop, mechanic shop,
home ec,
they took all that out of schools. All that. And that's why I was saying earlier about proper preparation, man, like how we put our kids out here. We don't teach our kids how to wash clothes. We take them to the laundromat and we holler and fuss and make them carry the bags. We might even make them separate the clothes before they get there. But literally teaching them how to wash, and I'm sorry, yes, you have to show your kids how to put these clothes in the machine. You have to show your kids how to close this machine. You have to show your kids how much money to put into this machine. You have to show your kids how much detergent, how much bleach, and how much fabric softener that you need to use to put into these machines. If you want it done right, yes, you have to actually show your children. Yes, you have to do this more than once. If you want your daughters to learn how to cook, not to be cooking for no man, but to cook for herself, you have to get her in the kitchen and she has to stand there. Men as well. We don't teach our kids a lot. Again, the small things that we take for granted, bro, we do not teach our kids how to sew. We don't teach our kids how to sew. Like, it's a lot of things where we don't teach our kids that we might not think is important, but guess what? We got to get to it, man, because these are simple life skills. These are the skills that they're going to be using heavy out here. Heavy. Miss Starworth had a question. She said, so how do we make learning fun? Because I give incentives like extra time on the game. It works, but it's very different.
You back to edutainment. I'm sorry to jump in there, but we've been doing it, but it goes back to what we always talked about. We learned it at Toma. He knows what that means, but edutainment, I took that term long ago and use it in my curriculums, whereas you kind of trick students into learning. So you make it fun where you show them the end result, but you reverse it later on in the middle where they recreate what you demonstrated. So if you can show how it's beneficial, that's edutainment, and you have them, demonstrate it themselves, and then you give them the inner workings backwards, engineering, basically backwards design. Yeah, it can be fun because then they can replicate it. And that's something, as they say, as teachers and educators across the United States, positive transference of information. So that's how to answer a question. But go ahead, B. I'm sorry.
Or like a lot of things that a lot of kids think boring, turn it into a competition. Turn it into you can make learning fun by turning.
Hell yeah, kids are competitive. You're right.
Turn it into a competition. Like, oh man, the first person that come up with this coding, man, we gonna get you down here and you gonna make a video game. We gotta turn it into competitions. Turn it and make it like a business. Make it, it's ways. We just got, listen, we the teachers. We're their leaders. We're the ones that's trying to get them to do these things. If we can't come up with ways to make learning fun, like you said, like back in the day, like how she mentioned educational wishbone, history, science, the magic school bus, friendship, frog and toad. Like a lot of time back then, it was fun. School was fun. You know what I'm saying? It really was. But yeah, man, to start turning like certain subjects and certain topics, start turning them into competitions. Put the girl against the boys, or put this side of the classroom and get this side of the classroom, and give them maybe a more time, free time or something during the class time or something like that. It's plenty. And guess what? You'll be surprised how many kids want to do this because they think they beating the other kids. And if you keep that up for so long, guess what? It's gonna be embedded in them. Oh, well, this is the competition. We coming today. I ain't losing today. And now, guess what they doing? They getting in them books. They studying because now they want to win this competition so they can get that extra free time.
You right though. I mean, I do that.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, but that's how it works. And we got to understand and we have to know that's how they mind work. So once you know that and you understand that, man, you got to capitalize off of it. You got a small window of capitalization, y'all.
You do, but that's what I'm cutting in because you're hitting it on the point. You be good on these podcasts. Like, we are not invested in our youth like we used to. And you said it earlier in the show, life be life. And okay, that's not an excuse though. Because one of my exes, female I used to deal with, she used to say all the time, like, you can't keep using that excuse because, you know, my son is where he's at. And she always compares her daughter to my son. And it's like, yeah, but you send your daughter to these different locations, but you got to reinvest that time when he gets home, because a lot of parents, you said it, they actually drop those kids off, and the reason we're not getting good results and blaming the teachers because they're treating schools like they're daycares. No, the reinforcement, because the teachers, yes, by law, are the secondary parents, because if you look at it that way, then you could call the teacher a babysitter. But if you really want more out of the education system, you have to reinforce those things, like me and you did, reading to your child. Not just reading to your child, but reading for comprehension. Read a statement, read a page. All right, ask the child. I know it takes some time, but you can do it while you're cooking, while you're watching a game with your child, while you're having family time. It's ways to do it, but it's just we got to get out of a high school mindset. And I've talked to you about this. A lot of us, we've graduated from high school or wherever we graduated from, but we never took it no further. We kind of just focus on ourselves, but we got these other people in our lives that are blood related that we're responsible for, especially our youth. And we got to invest that time, because once you're gone, that's your legacy. So you can say, I'm living my best life, or, you know, I'm doing what I got to. Life is life. But you have to turn inward and do a little bit more than just throw some money out there or throw them to a university or an academic setting. You have to reinforce these things and mold that young individual into what you want them to become. I'm sorry.
No, that is a fact. That is a fact, man. And then, you know, you get some kids that just, you know what I'm saying, naturally just, you know, like my nephew, like he's speaking about, like my daughter. You get some kids that just naturally, they got it. You know what I'm saying? But still, even with those, even with my daughter, you still got to work.
I'm not gonna let you get away with that. Y'all see how much time it is you put your kids. Don't do that. You being modest. A lot of our parents don't do what we be doing. I'm just being real. And I'm not saying like you're super special parents, but still, we put in that sweat equity, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. Because I was just gonna say, after I read Remo comment, he says make learning a gaming experience. You can combine tactile sensations with information. I'm no expert though. Or you could just beat the hell out the kid.
He is a lie. He's a lie. He's a bit of an expert. He playing.
Or you can just beat the hell out of them, make them do what you want them to do. That's always a good thought. Now let me stop. Don't beat no kids.
Fear doesn't like, you know, come up with intelligence. That's a learned tactic. You can't just beat it into a child now. Hold on.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, I was just joking. But yeah, man. You know, we gotta reinforce, man, and we can't listen. I can't stress that enough. Even with the school, well, I'm not gonna say school, but school most definitely is important. But in some situations, master teacher, just like with the football, you know, a lot of women ain't into sports, or with basketball and baseball, or soccer, or golf and tennis. Because
no, they're not. But they'll be there for their guy, or they'll be there for a certain reason.
That's what I'm saying. But see, or women, if y'all got somebody or significant other, if y'all got a boyfriend or somebody in your life, man, if that man ain't good enough to be around your child, to show your child, especially on some sports shit, and I'm not just saying it just for that. But if you got a man in your life, man, that's around, both of y'all, somebody should be helping this young man or this young lady do something. Like my daughter's a cheerleader. Guess what? I wasn't a cheerleader, but goddamn it, I learned how to cheer. But eventually her mom took over. But I'm just saying, you know, because it was more of a, even though I know a lot of guys do the cheerleading thing, I'm not going to even get on that. But for me, that's
good. But the point is, the initiative. I know you don't do it.
Yeah. But I took the initiative. Yeah, I took the initiative, bro, to try to, you know, I learned the cheers. I couldn't actually, you know, do all the jumping and whatever, but I learned the cheer. So whenever, you know, she needed to do a cheer, she was messing up the chair. Smile. I'm letting her know to smile, letting her know to get your cheer out. When I see she doing the moves wrong, by me learning the moves, I can tell and I can show her how to crisp up. I'm not a gymnastics, but guess what? I can help her with back bends. I can help her with walkovers, certain things. I took the time. I didn't know nothing about cheerleading, but I took the time out And I'm not gonna sit here and I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. The only reason I'm interested in the cheerleading because my daughter was doing. I don't give a hell about no cheerleading. I'm not a woman. Why the hell would I? I don't care about that. But
You
since
still
my baby was,
you still
yeah, but
invested.
since my baby, yeah, but since my baby was doing it, guess what? I took the time out to learn about some shit that I gave less than two. You know what's about. And guess what? And she's still doing it to this day. She got recruited to TF South. She go to the same school nephew go to, JT. She got recruited to TF South to be a cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? And she's also a competitive cheer. But I'm only saying this to say, look, it like Master Teacher said, man, we have to reinforce what we putting our kids in. And also, like I said earlier, we got to get them there. We can't reinforce shit if we ain't getting them there. If we not taking them to these practices, if we not getting them to school on time, hell, they not learning nothing for us to reinforce in the first place. If this is what we doing, we got to stop this shit, y'all.
Would be good. It's as simple as our parents did, and you know this. Like our parents, I hate to say it because we got military background, we're like military brats or something. Our parents, you know this, will ask you, you get home, you think everything's smooth, y'all eating over dinner. All right, so what would you have for homework? That is the weirdest question to a child because it's like, oh, dang, he's checking or she's checking his mom. And you're eating and then you don't lie because then you really in deep crap because like they're like, all right, you don't expect me. You're like, okay, look back, let's take a look. Our parents was that invested. Like every night it was the same, and you knew it was coming. You sitting there and minding your business, and you like counting down in your head like 5, 4. All right, so what did you have for homework? They'll have a whole discussion about life and what trips we're gonna take. Our parents, and what we gonna do on the weekend, and who gonna barbecue, and then that bottom line question come out. All right, so what you got for homework?
Yeah,
it's something simple as that, and it just puts that fear of God. I hate to say it,
and it changed the whole.
Puts it in your head like I gotta go and upstairs, turn off the game, and do that because I'm gonna have to own up to that later, right?
Now, hold on, why we can't beat the kids? Mama beat the hell out of us, boy.
I'm saying because you're on podcast, but I know what time it
is. Yeah, well, she cause she boy, and then remember them Sundays we didn't want to get up and go to church.
Lord, we used to be over my crib working with my family, and we both was shocked. Like, we gotta work on Sunday. What the
Sunday? What the hell, boy? Then waking up there, and then we didn't get up quick enough. Damn, what the hell was that?
Yeah, got woken up to a rude awakening.
Damn, yeah, praise the Lord, amen.
Yeah, Jesus ain't got nothing on that belt.
No, hell no. But yeah, but that homework, man, after we did all that talking, bro, and it was also, well, what do you got to change the whole, that motherfucker like, but you know what, though, back in the day, when we had homework, man, when I used to come in the crib, man, bro, I used to get that shit done. I'm talking about doing it correct. And then
I can't stand you because I said it to my students today. They don't even know what homework is.
Because my mama, listen, because she used to check, she checking it. And guess what? If it's wrong, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going right there.
All that outside shit that you thought you was doing, that shit over with, bro.
Dead.
That shit over with, bro. And man, it's over with. So I make sure I did, man. And nowadays, man, and it's crazy because nowadays, man, when the kids bring the homework home, and I get it though, because you know it's a little different now. But nowadays, when the kids bring the homework home, most of the kids don't even know how to read the homework. They don't even know how to read their own homework. They don't even know what's going on in the homework.
And that makes them give up. That's where the parent comes in.
That's where the parent comes in. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be there, you know. And then a lot of times, bro, the parents don't even know the homework. But then that means you're not taking the time. Go talk to the teacher. Go figure out what you need to know. Let's get us a system together. So now, or Google, man, this is what we got phones and computers for. I got a bunch of books though, so anything now. Usually, when I couldn't figure out something, I got books everywhere. Or if I didn't have the books, I got my brother right here or whatever, whoever. I had a lot of help with community and vice versa. If I can help, I do. But I know a lot of people might not get that, or it may be the lack of caring. But like you said, Hooked on Phonics was awesome back in the day. They still sell Hooked on Phonics, by the way.
They do. I'm just throwing it out there as an example because it's like, you know, that was a fun way they taught us how to even understand phonics.
Yeah, and then you know there's other programs for students from K through 8th that you can get download on the phone or download on a computer, and brain exercises and math exercises and reading exercises that your kids can do to keep them fresh. So when they out of school, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not during the week, or maybe your kid don't have extracurricular activities. But guess what? Make sure they sit in front of the computer screen or with a book for an hour on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Maybe an hour, just an hour. You know what I'm saying, on Saturday and Sunday. They're not doing nothing else anyway. You know what I'm saying? And sit down and read with them. Sit at the computer and do the work with them and see if they really getting it and see how they adjusting and see. Or if you're not sitting there with them, sit somewhere where you can watch. You know what I'm saying? Where you can watch the body language or you know what I'm saying, and watch their facial expressions as the equations or the.
I'm glad you said that, because I did that with my son Gabe, and he really excelled in calculus. I told you his mom had to send him straight to me because she tried it, and then he told me. She got to a point, she was like, I gotta send you to your pops. He's a whole high school teacher. I gotta send you over there. And then just sitting there with him, the way he saw me doing a problem helped him. Because I was like, okay, what does this problem mean to you? He'll tell me. I'm like, all right, here's what it means to me. I want you to put your engineering cap on. And he was like, okay, Dad. And we both do this thing. So it kind of gets him in the mode, like, okay, I gotta be serious. So we both put our engineering caps on. All right, so here's what I see. And as I broke down the equations along with the graphs, he's like, oh, this is not just an example. I got to think about how it works. I like, yeah. And from there, he took off. He got an A on his exam. I was like, okay, now you're getting it. It's not just a chore. This is something that can actually turn you into something that I was, or make you even better than me. He took that and ran with it. Those kids, these kids nowadays don't get that from their parents. Like, why am I forcing you to do this? Let me show you I can do it. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you can take your little time, your energy, talk to the teacher, get some help, and show the child that it's possible because I'm related to this person. I'm blood to this person. They can do it. I can do it. And they need that confidence, because sometimes when they give up, it's not rebellious nature. It's just, I'm frustrated. It's frustration. It's like, they throw their hands up and they don't do it. Or they try to find a way to say, I don't get homework. They put it somewhere and try to, but if you sit down and pay attention to them, because that's your responsibility, you had the kid, you could actually get them further, because that's all they need is a little bit of confidence from the people that created them.
And I want all these kids that they say read. And look, hold on, Miss Star Wars say seeing you cheers go. Hey, while you playing, man. Hey, I was a beast out there on the cheer field, man. Miss Star Wars. Hey, you better ask somebody.
Yeah. Be good as animated. I can only imagine that.
That's amazing. My sister graduated from TED, so I went to Nathan Hale. Hey, did JT graduate this year, or he graduate next year? Do you know? Master teacher, you probably don't know.
You said JT. I don't know. Who's JT?
Your nephew, boy.
Oh, bro, you know that situation.
Man, not the nephew. I understand. And then
I'll call the nephew. I'm cold. Cut everybody off.
That just went cold turkey, huh? Oh, so Remo said I learned a lot from game. Remo said I learned a lot from game, man. I even found out crazy stuff like what happens to Chinese kids that are born outside of China. One child. What game was you playing? What the fuck?
He's probably online with Chinese kids, and
yeah. So he said he learned a lot from the game. So he said those kids. So Miss Star Wars asked what happens. So Remo responded, these kids get snatched up by Chinese triads and sent to live as Japanese citizens that join and spy on the Yakuza. What the hell? They are called.
We talked about gangs the other day.
Hey Hazi. Yeah, something like that.
You gotta say it like Japanese.
Yeah, but that's crazy. But yeah, man, I didn't want to turn this show into thumping on parents, man, but we got to thump on the parents, man. But like I was finna say, bro, I want to know, because they say most of our kids read at a third grade reading level. I want to know what level of reading are the parents on? Because if you yourself are not reading at a third grade reading level and you're where you need to be and your child is on the third grade reading level, you should be ashamed of your damn self.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but go ahead, bro.
But the reason I say that is because, like you say, bro, because if me and you know what we know and we can do what we do, and we just let our kids go to school and we don't ask them about homework or we don't ask them where your books at, because I'm assuming It's just my opinion. I'm assuming if you're unintelligible, you're not gonna put that much thought into reinforcing what your kid learned and knows versus you being a person who's structured and into educational things. So you want to know it, you want to be involved. That's why I said that.
I don't know, bro. I mean, you know, and you can vouch for this on your own. There's some parents and master masons I've met that can't read a lick. And they get paid 40, 50, $60 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe they don't know what they don't know. That's an old saying.
Yeah,
that's
man.
another glitch in our society. Like, I've actually had a Mason tell me, I get paid more than you, so you just read that fucking. Here's $50. And they proud of that. And I'm like, you never just stop. You 60 years old, whatever, and just thought maybe I should improve myself, because what your community, you affect your community. I know you shelling out money, you riding the Escalades or the little 3-wheelers, and you looking good, but at the end of the day, you know what to do to talk to, because you probably can't teach nothing at all. You just look good. That's my stance. Like, a lot of our guys, they ex-military or whatever, they not that bright. And I'm not gonna say I'm the brightest, but I try. But honestly, they get paid more than me. So what do we do with that? We don't really take that. And if you got a person that's like, well, I made it, I don't have to worry about the rest, that's even worse. So we got a lot of that in our community, because it's like, as long as I got it, don't matter who else don't got it. And that even falls category with kids that they don't want to deal with. Those kids might be great, but if you in that category where you can't read, you can't write, but somehow you got skills, you do it with your hands, you don't know that you don't need to improve. And you probably never will, because what you don't know, you probably will know.
Yeah, that's true. He said the game I was playing was called Yakuza. I played the first Yakuza, and I didn't get that far. I didn't play the rest of them because I know it's a couple.
I beat that game. Like 3 series of it. It's a pretty cool game.
Yeah, but in the first one I played, man, they wasn't shipping out kids and kidnapping kids. Maybe that's on the second game, Professor, because I didn't see that on the first one, man. That's a little wild. But that's crazy.
I don't think he was talking about the game. I think he was talking about people he might talk to online gaming. But I heard about that.
Okay. But yeah, but like you said, man, hey, bro, speaking of what you just said, though, that shit used to annoy the hell out of me. Sitting up in a meeting and somebody got to read and they don't know how to read. And I'm like, why is this stupid mother?
But they well paid. They proud of that. Yeah, they proud of not being able to read too.
Yeah, bro. And then when you try to help them, because I actually went up to a brother and told the brother, I seen that you weren't doing too well, you know what I'm saying, with the woo out the bam, you know what I'm saying? I'll be one and willing to help you, you know what I'm saying, get it together or get you, get your mind back. Oh, what you trying to say, brother? You know what, brother? Never mind, brother. Never mind. Never mind, brother. I do the same thing. Never mind, brother. What you trying to say? Well, you know what, brother?
Never mind. I didn't say nothing. I said it already. If it went past you, then it went past you.
I was just trying to get the brother better. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, with his potential and what he do, I was just like, man, I expected the brother to be able to read better. You know what I'm saying? And then again, bro, a lot of times, everybody ain't learned the same too. Not to get off the subject of the parents and not doing what they supposed to do, but when I was sitting up in that numbers in the numbers classes, a lot of those brothers hadn't read the books that we had.
I didn't want to bring that up. That's what I was talking about, bro. You went there. I know what you're talking about.
A lot of them brothers haven't read the book that we read, or didn't take the steps to do the things that we did, because it was broken up and it was situated where you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. So where we at now, you just do this and then you can get everything else. And that's not the way we came about. So we were into these books that they wasn't privy to, because it was a system. It was structured. It was like going from kindergarten through 8th, and then 9th through 10th, and then your college, and then if you want to go post grad,
passage.
It was set up like that. It wasn't set up to you go to school, you get your general shit, and then all of a sudden you can go to college. You ain't even got to go to high school, or you can do that. That's not how it worked. So yeah, man, we get a lot of that, but that's the way that's the way some people are taught. I don't know what the systems was like back then and how they came up, but a lot of people was taught that way. So a lot of motherfuckers be honorary, man, and just stuck in their ways, bro. But again, I really would like to know the reading level of the parents of these kids that's that's reading at this third, fourth grade reading level, bro, because it's getting ridiculous. And that's one of the reasons also why I say, because I didn't heard people come on, like, we had one of the sisters come on and said, we shouldn't be trying to change our mindset, and we shouldn't be looking to trying to help and change us. We should only be looking towards the youth. I hear Charleston White say this a lot of times. We should only be looking towards the youth. But you got to understand, you need help. In order to teach the youth, or in order to gather and communicate with the youth, you can't teach and gather every youth by yourself. You're going to need some help. You know what I'm saying?
You need a community.
Right. And if your community can't read, if your community can't problem solve, if your community, you know what I'm saying? If we don't have these things in our community, I can't reach out to other brothers and sisters to try to pull these youth in to help them. So that's why I want to reach out to us as well as the youth, because guess what? We are the ones that's fathering and mothering the youth. So if I can get to us and get us to learn and get us to grow, guess what we're going to do? Hopefully, it's going to trickle down, and we're going to take what we learn and we're going to get up to our youth, and we're going to make sure that they're properly prepared. So when they're going out here to perform, they can excel. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in sports, whether it's in education. Hell, I don't give a hell if you got your kid in Sunday school or whatever. If you got your kid wanting to be a preacher or a pastor, make sure he reading that Bible. If you want your kid to be relit, whatever, make sure he reading his Quran. You know what I'm saying? You have to nurture these things that you want your kids to be. You just can't send them to school and expect them to come home. Don't ask them about no homework and just assume he did his homework.
But bro, not to cut you off, it's not just nurture. Nurture is more of a feminine aspect. The nature part has to be there too. The environment. You have to set up the environment, the arena for the kid to succeed. So, like I mentioned earlier, and we talked about it briefly, with our parents, you knew what time it was from that environment, the nature part. The nurturing was stopping whatever they was doing, pulling full attention to what that child was deficient in, and attempting to fix it so they can be successful citizens. So they're not coming back like, well, I got this F, and you just now finding out about it. You should have been more involved. As a teacher, I hate to say this, I've had parents say, well, why didn't you tell me this about this earlier? Trying to flip it back on the teacher or flip it back on me. Like, wait a minute. I gave you an email address to the kid's website. I sent you an email about the kid's website, their login credentials, everything you need to see it online at home on your phone and your laptop. And you need to neglect to do that, but yet you're trying to chastise me. Come on, man.
And also, I don't know if parents know. I know my child's school does this. They send out a weekly report of your child, and then they send out a monthly report, and then you get your report cards, and then we get a newsletter.
That's good, but they should track that like they track their sports stats when they're making bets on these football games, basketball games. No, bro, I'm just saying. No, we got some. Other races are doing it. We just be like, yeah, I'm out in the streets, outside. Okay, you need to be in the house too and help your child.
Yeah, so like he said, he set up the emails like Master said. So I know this for a fact because I get these same notifications about my son and his progress in school. So I know I don't know how every school works or how it's set up, but I know I get those too. So guess what? I open those up, and guess what I do? I read them. You know what I'm saying?
Simplest thing in the world. Thank you for doing it. Because it's like I took some time to type that, and you just what? Oh, I ain't see that, but I'm gonna cut you out anyway. No, that's not.
Then then where can you check your email? Oh, I got it. I'm sorry, but guess what? You spent all day scrolling on Instagram. You spent all day scrolling on Facebook.
I knew you was gonna say that. Twitter,
TikTok, but you didn't check your damn email about your child.
You got your OnlyFans going. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So it's just not about bringing your kids to these extracurricular activities and participating. It's not just about providing the nature and nurture and setting the environment and being, there.
Yeah, you got to put the time and effort. I know what you're getting at, bro.
Man, bro, check these emails, man.
Sweat equity.
The man sending out emails. My kids' teachers send out emails. Check these emails. Or when you see the school calling, don't just look at the number and send it to the voicemail. Pick it up. See what they talk about.
I was about to talk about that. You know how many parents would be like, Well, you never let me know anything. And bro, you know I'm good with receipts. On this day I called you, I left a voicemail. On this day I called you, and then they be like, "Oh well, I did." And then they still try to go back and blame me. I'm like, wait, let's just try to have a little bit of maturity here. The parent got mad at me.
And you know what a lot of us need to do too, bro? A lot of us need to clear out your voicemail. Listen, if I'm a parent,
yes, sir,
or if I'm if I'm a teacher and I'm a coach or anybody like that, and I'm calling a parent to notify this parent about something that's going on with their child, I hate when I get either the
voicemail box is full.
Either it's full or it ain't been set up yet. As an adult, that should not be the case.
It's childish. I'm gonna say it. It's childish. It's downright childish.
That should not be the case. Hey man, but big ups to Professor Remo, man. Hey, on the screen, man, he say, man, he got some good news. He interviewing for internship at Procter and Gamble.
Yo. Good stuff, bro.
Hey man, big ups to Professor Remo, man. Hopefully that interview for your internship go well, brother. Hey, everybody that's in the
big company.
Yeah, man. Everybody that's on the stream, everybody that's in the chat, man. Most definitely, man. Hey, keep that brother in your prayers, views, and meditations, man, and well wishes. Hopefully, our brother, you know what I'm saying, our moderator, Professor Remo, man, he get this internship with Procter and Gamble. So let's make it happen for our brother. Let's pull it together, man. Let's snatch this energy out of the air and let's focus our energy towards Professor Remo and let's get him this internship at Procter and Gamble, man. Good job, brother. Good job.
Be good. This is off the cuff. Did you watch that show Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone? It's kind of interesting. I've been starting to watch it.
Tulsa King. Is this like when
it's
he
on Paramount Plus? It's
No, I ain't never watched it, but I know he owned like a ranch or something like that. It's something like that.
Yeah, he wild for this one.
Yeah, I ain't never watched it. I ain't never watched. I just got through watching some with The Rock called Ballers, man. You know, I really ain't no TV. I was watching it on Netflix. I don't know why. A lot of these
you gotta watch this on Paramount Plus though, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I'm watching something called Evil now. You remember the guy from off Luke Cage, the black guy from off Luke Cage? I forgot his name. The bald hair guy. Yeah, he's in a movie called Evil. It's some spiritual warfare type evil. It's I only watched the first episode. Brother Thomas got me into
check it out. I like stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. He's pretty good. Professor Remo said he loved that show. You love Tulsa King? You talking about Tulsa King, Professor Remo? Y'all gonna make me check Tulsa King out. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Man got out of prison at 75 years old and tearing the streets up, boy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he said Sylvester Stallone, he said as an old mafioso. Okay.
He's a capo.
Okay, y'all gonna make me
I was thinking about you, like he would like this show.
Yeah, y'all gonna make me check it out. Y'all most definitely gonna make me check it out, man. But yeah, man, parents, man, we got to do a better job, man. Especially, man, we got kids out here to raise, man. We always talking about the shit that go wrong. We always talking about the lack of resources. We always talking about the lack of opportunities. We always talking about what the kids do, what the kids don't do, man. Listen, we have to do a better job as a community, as a family, as parents, as people. You know what I'm saying? We just got to do a better job, especially, man, if we want these kids to survive, if we want these kids to do better than what they're doing now, we have to be active participants in their lives. And when I say active, I don't mean just looking at his ass. You got to, or her. You have to be an active participant. Like Brother Master Teacher say, man, set the environment up. You know what I'm saying? Set up a nice, comfortable environment. Again, because like we say, the child gets frustrated. So when the child gets frustrated, it's not necessarily that he can't learn. It's just that he don't want to do it now because he's frustrated. That's why I said, sit back. If you're not going to be right there, sit back and watch your child before you help him. Watch his facial expressions. Watch his body language. Watch the things that he do. You know what I'm saying? Some things he might breeze through, and some things you might hear a sigh or a breath or a hand over the head. Just watch him. And then when you see him doing that or her doing that, that's when you might want to interject. Oh, well, what's the problem? Baby, what's going on? What you need some help? And talk through it. And before you try to solve it, talk to him or her. And let's talk through it together. Talk through the problem. Talk through the situation. Don't just attack it, because he or her are already frustrated about it. So, forcing your child that way and just making them or just going hit. No, we don't want to attack it that way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people might can, but for me, I would say, you know what I'm saying, once you see the frustration, maybe pull them back. Let's take a break. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go over some easy stuff. Okay, well, you know this, son. You know this, daughter. Okay, all right, you got that part down. Okay, all right, well, let's you say
Well, I'm
what?
sorry. Be good. You hit on something that I had to speak on what you're talking about, because like I had this conversation with another parent. Like, you have more of an impact than I do, because you know your child. So what I'm talking about, they're gonna look at me like, oh, he's just a dickhead, or he's just trying to try me. And then as a parent, you be like, okay, well, this is what he's trying to show you. I'm the secondary parent. I'm not the parent. But if you talk to your child about what I'm trying to get across to him, and you paid me through state tax dollars to get this information to your child, it would come better from you. And I can help you. You work with your teacher, and the teacher can help you disseminate the information to that child in a way that is fruitful, because I'm just a representative of you. All teachers are representative parents, nothing more, nothing less. But without the reinforcement, that kid gonna go there every day thinking they have an enemy, and they don't know they have an ally. That's the sad part. But the parents are not showing that part. They're just throwing them off. Oh, I'm about to go and get me some D, or get me some P, or I'm about to go to the club, or I'm about to do whatever I want to do. And that's childish. I know we adults, we do what we want to do, but we got to get out of that, because I'm seeing it. I told my son I'm gonna leave it there, or as you say, put the duck out. My purpose of staying as educated this long is because, I see you, Remo. I like that show too. I just saw the chat. But my purpose is to make sure there are other students. My son asked me, why are you still a teacher? You can make more. I know you can make more. I said, I would like to have other people that are in your community, in your generation, because I'm dying out, and every generation dies out, that know what I taught you, and you can build with those people. So I got a fleet of students that I've worked with for 9 years. And I bet you my bottom dollar, you're going to run into them, and it's going to motivate you to keep the path that I put you on. It's not just about you, it's about building our communities. That's why I stayed here. When I turn about 50, I talked to you about this already, Be Good. I'm not going to keep teaching. I can't be running around old as heck with a cane. I'm about, pull your pants up. Stop shaking hands like you GD or BD. Don't do that. I'm not going to be doing that, bro. So it's like I'm trying to get enough of the community, enough of this generation with the seeds that they can plant on their own. And when you plant your seed, that seed is with that same seed that I gave them. And that way you can build your own team, son, because I can't do it by myself, but I did enough. That's all.
And them facts, man. Them facts. And like you say, man, once we plant these seeds, and y'all kids, because like the brother say, our teachers, coaches, or any educational professional, we are the representation of the parent for the time being. So when you thinking you got a op, as the kids say today, you feel me? We not the ops.
They say that every time to me. I'm the op. I get it.
We not the ops, man. We
they be like, damn, Fo, you tripping. I'm like, I'm not Fo. Let's get that together. Two.
You know what I'm saying? Two, I'm not the ops, man. I'm an ally. I'm the person that
I am here, and I'm employed to help you. So
right.
I don't know. I'm trying to teach you code switching, young man or young lady. Cut it out.
Right. I'm the person that wants to see you do better. I'm the person that
wants to see you cross the stage. Cut it out. Yeah.
And also, not only cross that stage, once you cross that stage, I don't want you to think that I think that my job is done. If you ever need me or you ever need to call me, I might pick up
that part. I don't want to say. Good job, because I didn't want to say that, because my students still come back and talk to me. That's why it made me laugh. I had to say that. Like they still come back and talk to me.
Yeah,
even if they hate me.
If I'm at the school, you come back talk to me, or like I say, a phone call, I don't know, I might not pick up. But if I'm still working at the same spot where you most definitely come back and see me and see what I'm doing. And that's always good too, bro, because now the kids that come back and see you, guess what? put them in front of the kids. Well, look, man, you know what I'm saying? I was here in this class. I thought it was this, that, and the third, but this is what I learned. This is what I'm doing. This is the opportunity that I took, or I didn't choose to go this way. But me being here and him helping me and getting me right on this, it showed me that I can do this and this, that, and the third, you know, and I might be just whatever, but you know, I know that he helped me or she helped me. My teachers helped me or my coach helped me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why kids think that teachers are the opposition. I don't know why kids think that teachers are not or don't
You
have
know,
their
you as a student, don't do that, because the
Mm.
teachers push them to be better, and that's a fight that they're not used to.
But I never thought a teacher was my well, not my ally. I never thought a teacher
So
was
you
my
didn't have a
opposition.
teacher you didn't like ever be.
Yeah, but I didn't think they was my opposition. I wasn't I wasn't
I'm
disrespectful
not
like these
saying
kids.
you, but that's all it took for this generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're
know,
a different generation.
yeah, I might have reacted a little in a different way, but nowadays, man, shit, these kids is ridiculous. I remember when my son went to Morgan Park, bro. I went up there for some football, something for some football. Man, all the kids walking the hallways. The people steady telling. I'm talking about the people's coming out of the main office, telling the kids, "Get out the hallways, go to your classrooms. Get out the hallways, go to your classrooms." Bro, kids ain't going nowhere. All they did was walk the hall, walk the hall, walk the hall, and then it was oh my god, bro, it was so many of the other community walking the hall. It was like, damn, it's the whole school. Like, what the hell? Like, it's just crazy, man. And then it's like, well, shit, you don't want to say nothing to them because if you say something to them, then it's gonna be a big issue, and it's just all crazy, man. It's just all crazy. But we got to get it together. But like you say, man, we plant those seeds. You know what I'm saying? And those seeds that we plant, hopefully those seeds that we plant, you know what I'm saying, they take it back. And when they take it back, man, they give it to Maniac Thoughts. When he come on the show, he say, man, anything he learned, he always try to take it back to his, you know, to the brothers that he came up with, and he try to show them different ways. He say some brothers he can reach, some brothers he can't reach. So he don't try to worry about those. But his homies that want to do what he trying to get them to do, he work with them. The ones that don't do, hey, he leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? He's still homies with them, but he just don't mess with them on that level. You know what I'm saying? So that means I can't come around you. I mean, I can't be where you at. I mean, you know, we ain't got the same type of lifestyle. You know, I tried to show you and guide you and give you something better, but this is what you. And then again, you know, when people make their choices and decisions, as brother Preston would say, free will. You know, you tend to kind of want to let them have it out of respect. But man, listen, man, if you want to,
you gotta watch that wall when you do that, and that's the sad, because you gonna feel some type of way just watching your beloved do what they doing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it, but man, if you under 18, man, I just can't see me just watching you do whatever the hell you want to do, whether you my child or not. If I'm trying to educate you, show you something, to give you something that's gonna build you up and give you some type of structure, you need to be listening. Hey, Professor Remo says talking is one thing, successfully relaying a point is another. That's true, because you know we get up here and we talk, and some people, you know, sometimes I just talk, and then sometimes I do. I have times where, you know, I think I really successfully laid down what, you know, what my point is, and I think I really got it across. So, Professor Remo, I do always talk about effective communication. So, what is a way to successfully relay a point? What do you think would be a good way to successfully relay a point to a child who already thinking you is op, who got a parent at home that's already not invested in nothing that him or her is doing? Like, so, and then you got to think about it. And then in our areas, bro, you know how well, we weren't raised, fuck, but I'm just saying, but nowadays, man, you know, it's like, man, you know, it was a time when daddy wasn't there. Now mama ain't there. So, you know, I know kids who in the crib, bro, and it's just the kids. So how do you successfully relay a point to a person who already think that his life or her life ain't going nowhere and ain't finna be nothing?
Well, I got an answer, but I'm not sure if it's what he's talking about. Active listening. Active listening. Like I give you an example, right? Because I'm real big on this with my son. If I tell him something, you gotta understand most kids will do one of two things. They will hear you, or they'll just tell you what you want to hear so you can shut the fuck up. And my son knows this about me. I'll tell him, all right, here's my thoughts on what you did and what I think you did wrong. And I'll give him a whole 30-second lecture.
Mhm.
And then he be like, at the end of my whole lecture or whatever I gotta say to him to help him, corrective understanding, I call it. Or check
Corrective
for
understanding.
I will ask him, he knows it's coming. All right, in your own words, what did I say? Because after he says, and I ask him, did you understand what I said? Yeah. Most kids be like, yeah, automatically.
Yeah, they always do, and they never do.
Yeah, I know. And then I come back. All right, so what did I say in your own words? And that, as a parent, you should stop, suspend all judgment, all understanding, and hear what your child's saying so you can correct that if it's wrong in a gentle way. But still, you have to at least hear what they're saying to see what bits and pieces they miss. And I would ask Gabe, my son, like, all right, he knows it's coming. I'm like, okay, so what did I just say? After he said, yeah, I got it. Okay, so what did I say? And he go, does he know he has to be impeccable with his words after what I just asked him? Because either you listened to me or you didn't. Because if he give me, I don't know, Dad, then why did you say you understand me? He knows that type of suspension is about to come. That type of judgment is about to come. Like, you just sat up here and told me you listened to me, but you didn't. Most parents aren't doing it. They just say something, expect the kid to understand it, but don't check for understanding. And check for understanding, I'm not using it as a statement to be funny. That's an actual academic term. That's actually what they tell us to do, check for understanding. So I do it to my son, and I'm saying to parents, you have to check for understanding. Most of us don't know it. We say stuff to our kids, goes in one ear out the other. But when you have them repeat what you said in their own words to you, it's crystal.
Yeah.
It's crystal.
Yeah, and check for understanding. Don't just go for the kids, man. That go for any and everybody, especially like
when go there. We got adults in here.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it go for the adults too, especially when you're on these jobs, man. And
you right, but that's a tough one, B. You know that's a tough one. Adults, I'm wrong.
And you getting instructed to do something, and I ask you to do something, and you say, "Yeah, I got it, I understand." And then I'm looking at you 2 minutes, 3 minutes later, and I'm like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?" Oh well,
that's why I said that. That's what I said. I'm like, here comes the tap dancing.
Did you not hear me? And then well, I didn't hear you. Or they'll come back and say, well, I didn't hear you. Well, if you didn't hear me, if you didn't quite get the gist of what I said, why did you try to do something without knowing what I really wanted you to do instead of just coming back asking me?
It's human nature. Most of us are taught to finesse it. They do it right.
But like you said, check to understand. Now, because now I'm saying, well, bro, you didn't hear what I asked you? No, I didn't hear you. Well, why did you go move? Why didn't you come back and check with me and ask me what I said? If you didn't hear me, you didn't hear me. There's nothing wrong with you not hearing me. But now you're doing a task, or now you're getting off into something that I didn't ask you to do, and now I'm looking at you crazy because I'm like, what are you doing? And now you're coming back telling me, well, I didn't hear you, or I didn't understand, or I didn't know what you meant. Ask me what you meant. Check to understand what I said. So that way we won't have this problem. You know what I'm saying? And I work with a lot of younger folks, and they got this bad, bro. You know, you tell them to do something, they say, you know, you know how to do it, you know what you're doing, you show positive, yeah, you got it. All right, what I just say. And then, you know, and I'm always asking them what I just say. And you have to act, well, what did I just say? Now I'm gonna get into it deeper, like you said. Okay, well, give me back what I just told you in my words, so I can see how you're understanding, so I can see how you putting things together. It's more than one way to skin a cat, but I just want to make sure they align. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure whatever I told you, I want to make sure you're able to tell it to me. And if I can understand the way you put it in your own words, because you know kids talk different than what we do. But if I can understand what you're saying, if it sounds something similar to like what I just told you, okay, all right, I know you understand. But again, matter of fact, let me put check to. I like that. I like that. That was powerful. Check to understand. That was real powerful, man. That was real powerful. That was real powerful. Let me put that in there.
Yeah, well, we semi Greek because we the fathers of Greek organization, the Divine Nine. And I just want to put a link in the chat. Have you ever heard the poem Excuses?
Who?
Excuses.
No. You said it's a poem?
Excuses. Excuses. Is used by all fraternities. Excuses are tools of incompetence. I started off with that one sentence. We'll put the YouTube link in there. But I think some parents need to visit that because that's powerful. Excuses are tools of incompetence made to post it in the chat. But we got to revisit that because it goes into our rules of conduct or codes of conduct, okay? And also how we govern our communities. Rites of passage. So I'm gonna put the YouTube link in there, and I'm just saying you're powerful when you said that, but not just for the students, say it to them, but excuses. It's a poem by Alpha Phi Alpha. It's not by them, but all of them use it. Right. So let me put it in the chat, and then in the moment I'll just read it to you if you want. But I think you know what I'm talking about. Because I always say excuses are tools of incompetence used to such and such and such, but we gotta go back.
I didn't know that was a poem, but yeah, I heard of that. I heard it, but I didn't know.
But it's used by all fraternities, especially Greek and sororities, especially when they're trying to get through their undergrad and graduate level schools. And they would say it because you said earlier about PB life is life, and I had exes that tell me that life is life, and I'm like, okay, and I'll be like excuses, and they be like, Mike, excuses. It's not. It's okay. All right, read that poem for me. This got me through many stages of my life, and it will help you in rearing your children, rearing your families if you're a leader, and rearing your communities if you're a leader. Excuses are tools of incompetence.
As like an asshole, everybody got one. Give it to them excuses, man, and check to understand, man, and check to understand. Hey, and parents, I know I just tried to get down on the parents, man, but us as parents, and then Miss Flower, I appreciate you, because you actually, how could you? What are some of the things that you could do to help you out your son? And because I know you got a young man, and I appreciate that question, and I hope that some of the things that we talked about or discussed tonight would help. You know what I'm saying? Help you find other ways to help get your son into, wanting to be or wanting to learn more. So I appreciate your question. I appreciate everybody in questions. But like you said, Master Teacher, man, these excuses. So if you can find that poem and read it for us, that would be great because I looked it up, but I got this. I
got you right now. I'm about to post it. You ready?
Yeah.
It's about a sentence. Excuses are tools of incompetence. They build monuments of nothing and build bridges that lead to nowhere. Those that specialize in are seldom good at anything else. Post in the chat so you can go ahead and share with the people.
Who's the author? Who wrote the poem?
I'll let you do that research, bro. I'm getting ready for work tomorrow, but here you go.
I know because I put a bunch of because when you type it in poem excuses, it's a bunch of poems that's excuses.
All right, but it's in the chat. Check that one out. Why don't you put it on
the screen? Say excuses are to the HB. Okay, YouTube. Okay, yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna type that in and look that up. So the one I got excuses is it's a situation all too familiar. Sitting at this keyboard, getting sillier and sillier, descending from Olympus to hell of trivia. Fingers. Oh no, this ain't it. No, this is just a lot. Like I say, this was like when I typed in the poem excuses, they got but it's a bunch of poems.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what Divine Nine, all the Greek fraternity sororities say, and what I've even heard from brothers that's in Masonry. It's right there. Excuses are tools of incompetence. They build monuments of nothing and bridges that lead to nowhere. Those that specialize in them are seldom good at anything else. And that falls in line with how you raise your children.
Excuses are tools of incompetence. They build monuments of nothing. Because the more, and we can break it down, man, because the more you give an excuse, you ain't building nothing. Because what's the word when you lazy, man? What they call that? You being stagnant. You being hesitant. So if you're not getting out there procrastinate, that's what I meant. Well, that's yeah. So when you procrastinate, man, you ain't gonna never get nothing accomplished. So again, like he said, excuses are tools of incompetence. And incompetence, we all know what incompetence means. If you're not, you are dang that. They build monuments or nothing. He said, and bridges that lead to nowhere. So it ain't saying that you can't build nothing with excuses, because you can build hey, if I give you some bricks right now, that don't, just because you can't build a house don't mean you can't build nothing. You know what I'm saying? But again, like it says, excuses are tools of incompetence. They build monuments of nothing and bridges that lead to nowhere. So all that shit you doing, man, all that procrastinating, all that being lazy, all that not want to do it the right way,
couldn't fix it.
all that slick shit that y'all think y'all be doing is getting you nowhere. He said those that specialize in them are seldom good at anything else. So meaning that if you're a professional procrastinator, that's all you're gonna ever be, is a professional procrastinator. If you're a professional bullshitter, that's all you're gonna ever be, is a professional bullshitter. Bullshit, procrastination, and being slick at the mouth can only get you so far. Now, in certain situations, in certain forms where it's called for that, you might can reach a plateau, but you're still gonna level out somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You're still not gonna reach that peak where you're really trying to be, or where you really need to be or want to be. You know what I'm saying? So let's get rid of that lazy shit. Let's get rid of that procrastination. You know what I'm saying? Let's get rid of that hesitation. And we also hesitant too as a people. I notice this a lot of times. We're hesitant. And I believe we hesitant a lot of times because we don't like to do what we constantly tell the people to do, is the due diligence and vetting. If you don't do the research, or if you don't do what it takes to get in or to know about something before you get into it, guess what? When you get into it, yeah, you're not gonna want to do it, because guess what? You didn't even take time out to look up what you was getting into. You don't even know what the hell you getting into. I mean, and then sometimes it could be a good thing that we get into, but still, look, you didn't take the time out. Well, look, it requires you have this, it requires you have that. That's a requirement. Oh, I need this. Now, since you was too lazy to look over the requirements, now when you get into the program or whatever you're trying to do, guess what? They're not gonna let you in because you didn't want to go look at it. You didn't even want to go look it up. It could have been simple as, man, going to the store and buying a box of baking soda, coming, you know what I'm saying, back to the program with a box of baking soda. We give you $1,000,000. You walked in the door without the baking soda and you wonder why everybody else getting $1,000,000. Did you read what it said? Did you take the time out? Or you hesitant because, oh man, you ain't finna get $1,000,000, man. Man, that's some bullshit. There ain't nobody trying to help me like that. Then you just pop up and you want to see, but now you see everybody getting their million, but you ain't got their million. You walk, oh man, I need my million. And oh brother, well shit, we out now. But where your baking soda? Oh well, oh well, brother, if you'd have read the thing, man, you shouldn't have been procrastinating, shouldn't have been a little bit more hesitant, should have, take a risk. We like to take the bullshit risk. We like to get out here when we young, man, and sell these drugs. We like to get out here and steal these cars. We like to get out here and stick our what's-it-callers and whatevers. You know what I'm saying? We get out here and we like to open up our legs. You know what I'm saying? We get out here, we like to go drink, party, and do all types of crazy shit. We take them risks. When we want to scam with the credit cards, you know what I'm saying? We take them risks. When you see a little female, man, she might have a little body on her, something like that, and you see, oh man, let me go holler at her. You take them risks. How about taking the risk of improving your child's education? How about taking the risk and improving your resourcefulness? You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to be really taking risks to do. That's what we really need to stop procrastinating on. That's what we need to stop being hesitant towards. Our kids and ourselves, brother. We can get up here and talk till we blue in the face, man. I can get up here and thump on parents all day about what they don't do. I can get up here and thump on the kids all day about what they don't do. You know what I'm saying? We can either start implementing and putting in actual physical solutions to these problems. But again, if we don't want them, it ain't gonna happen. So, man, I just say, man, look, man, we got to get better with what we got going on. We most definitely got to get better with what we got going on. What's the score? Oh man, Kansas City 27-20, man. It's the fourth quarter, 43 seconds left, man. I know a lot of people probably mad, man. It's the first game of the NFL season. Y'all see the background, man. I got the bright lights, man. It's Thursday night football. Kansas City's finna take the first game of the season. Big ups to Kansas City, Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and all them boys. Well, Lamar Jackson got the ball, man. He got the ball. Oh, Lord, look like they might tie this game up. But yeah, man, I just had to let y'all know, man, what's going on with the football, man. Y'all know it's the first day. It's Thursday night football. And again, man, I do apologize for being late, y'all, because I have football practice with the little ones. And if anybody want to check me out, again, man, Henry Eggers Middle School, man, I will be there Sunday at 11 o'clock, man. My little ones play. My little 6, 7, and 8-year-olds play. But man, that's it for tonight, man. You know, I know I got 11 minutes left, man. I'm finna get up out of here, man. So I can start getting myself together for work tomorrow too, as well. I just want to let everybody know, man, that I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. I want to let everybody know I appreciate everybody for tuning in. For this Thumpin Thursday. I know I didn't say it at the beginning of the publication, but also, man, if y'all watch any of the publications, man, please leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? If you go back and you rewatch the show, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Criticism is always welcome. You know what I'm saying? And I do reply back. Or if you got a topic or anything that you want to discuss on the show, this is an open platform. This is an open forum. It's open to all. Or if you just need a place to vent, you know, you're more than welcome to come on Bearded Conversation and join the panel, man. Join me, Master Teacher, L Boogie Roscoe, and the slew of other moderators, man, and we can get it in. So with that being said, man, it's about that time. I know I started late, so I'm gonna end it a little. I'm still gonna end on time. But Master Teacher, man, close us out with a few positive words to the parents and to the youth.
I don't got nothing but positive. I don't got nothing but positive because you know my profession. And I can't do nothing but stay positive if I want to be negative. But I love coming onto the show and seeing what you're doing. Bro, you came a long way as far as how you do this. I'm gonna be real with you. You learned how to do the mechanics. You know, I gotta kind of pump you up because it's like I was at Arabic, bro. I watched the game. Before that, I got the fish fry at Monarch. Your community, your audience don't know what I'm talking about, but you know because you realize. Yeah. I didn't went to 2 locations, watch the game, and I looked down at my phone. And I was like, "Dang, B about to be online in 10 minutes. Let me drive home." Right. So I was like, "Let me jump on. Keep doing what you're doing, man. It's motivational to me because you know my day is crazy, and then it's also awesome when I come home and you talking about it. You're right. A lot of us. I'm not gonna belabor this because you know I get on my soapbox. A lot of adults never had an IEP. A lot of adults have never messed with their
talk about that,
but you hit me hard with that one, bro. A lot of us old CPS graduates never got diagnosed. So I meant that what I said. A lot of us don't know what we don't know, but thank God, thank sweet baby Jesus for technology. You are telling people what they need to hear and keep it going. The momentum. I'm not kissing your butt or nothing. I love you because I know you're in 3rd grade. You're doing a great job. I mean that sincerely and genuinely. But it's tough. And you got to keep getting that message out there because you're not alone. You got people like me out here still supporting you. When you're doing right, I support you. You're doing wrong, I silence you. You know me. So keep it going, bro, and I'll check you out next week.
Hey, man, most definitely, man. I appreciate that, man. It's always a pleasure when my big brother come on the panel, man. But yeah, man, but like he said, man, I have came a long way, y'all, and I do appreciate y'all for tuning in every Monday through Thursday, those that do and those that follow. You know, as of lately, I've been getting a little tongue-tied and twisted, but I have been you know, reading a little bit more, talking, you know, going over my speech, trying to be, you know what I'm saying, what's the word? Trying to get a little bit more politically correct, but also I'm trying to, you know, get in the habit of public speak. Well, I love public speaking, but just talking and being more clear, clarity, pitch, being more boisterous and being more committed. At first I was a little stoic when I came up here, man. Even though I show lack of emotion, I do care about the things that I talk about. But I just figured, since I'm up here, I try to be unbiased to a lot of the situations and the topics that we talk about, because I don't want to be swayed this way or that way. So sometimes I was a little stoic, but I learned how to be just a tad bit more jovial. So I do want to credit that to El Boogie and Roscoe as well, because they got a lot of charisma. They got a lot of funny nature, not in a bad way, but they, man, they get it. They wild, man. They exciting. And I'm a little bit more serious and focused and to the point sometimes. And again, I decided to go the route from, well, not I didn't deter all the way, because I'm still about my nation building, and that's exactly what I want to do. But it's still about empowerment, man. A lot of these things that we get on here and we talk about, like Master Teacher said, we really need to hear these things. So hopefully, man, when I get this place and I get this building, and I'm able to bring people in, I can have these classes. I can have civic classes. I can have a small home ec section where we can teach the little girls how to cook and sew. You know what I'm saying? I'll have classrooms where I can bring men in to mentor and do a big brother program to the youth and to the kids, and show them a rite of passage, and link them up with a brother that's going to help them succeed in whatever they're trying to do. And hopefully I can link the youth with what they're trying to do, with people in that field or where they think they want to go. So that way, what I'm saying, they can see how it goes on and they can start working towards that. And maybe we can change some of this mindset. And maybe we can get our youth that's reading at a third and fourth grade reading level. Once we show them how this shit can be fun, how this shit can be competitive, how it can be monetary, and how it can be empowering, and how it can be just, man, better for the whole family, for their whole family, or better for us as a family. You know what I'm saying? I'm more than willing to do that, and that's the plan. So, again, man, I appreciate that, Master Teacher. It's always a pleasure, man. And I've been working on my speaking, man. I really have, and I've been working on my heart. You know what I'm saying? And I've been working on my message that I want to give to the people. And man, I just appreciate everybody's support, man. Just support your boy, man. You support me, I support you, man. And also, don't forget, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Next couple of years here, I will be running for alderman of my ward. But until then, I still will be trying to community organize, and have giveaways, and have things. You know what I'm saying? In this community in the South Shore area, for the ones that want to be involved. So that's the plan, and that's what we're doing. So, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing but great things ahead for Bearded Conversation and all the Bearded Conversation staff. So big ups to all my moderators. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call y'all out individually one more time, man. Young Boy Maya Bucks, big ups to Young Boy Maya Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Man, continuing his education. And with the real estate thing, man, big ups to Master Teacher Fox Die every day for getting up, going in, and having the wherewithal and the heart to teach our children. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to TLS, man. He overseas, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my overseas brother. Big ups to him. Big ups to P Mac. P Mac, man, he doing his thing. He done raised his kids, you know what I'm saying? He got them away. He got them in a better situation. Hey, man, we applaud you for that. Hey, man, also big up for my boy, Professor Remo, man. Once again, man, round of applause for my boy for that Procter & Gamble internship interview that he got coming up. So let's keep that brother in our prayers, views, and meditations, man. Views and meditations. Let's grab all his energy and direct it towards Professor Remo, man, and hopefully he can get this. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Miss Gigi, Gaming Palace, man. Big ups to Miss Stallworth. I appreciate you, man. Also, man, if y'all in Chicago, man, we got to start supporting Miss Stallworth. I know it's the wintertime coming around, and I've been slacking on my thing, too. Only reason I've been slacking, Miss Stallworth, and I'm going to apologize because my car went down, man. My truck went down, so, I kind of been in my little whatever. But I'm keeping it moving. And also, man, Miss Cece, man, it's always a pleasure when she come on, man. She my inspiration, man. She told us once upon a time that, she felt as though, this show was a safe place for her, for her rather. And I really do appreciate that. And and I want it to be that way for all, man. So when y'all come here, man, I don't want y'all to feel uncomfortable. I don't give a hell whether we talking about religion, whatever we talking about, politics, each other. I want us to walk away and be able to come back tomorrow and still say and look each other in the face and say, I love you. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, as my man to my far left would usually say, all superheroes don't wear capes. And as my man to my immediate left would usually say, but they still need their theme music. So to all my Beardonians and my beautiful people, man, and my superheroes, man, it's time for y'all theme music. Hey, Miss CC, I can't rock with you on this one. You know what I'm saying? I gotta rock with the new one, man. Hey, Miss CC, man, and what you think about it? Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. It's Bearded Conversation, and we out.
Yeah, we coming off the block with this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What up, man? Yeah.
Hey, man, big up to all my followers, viewers, fans, and subscribers, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video, man. And big up to all my moderators, man. I got some of the best moderators in the building, man. Y'all know what it is. Also, man, without y'all, man, it wouldn't be no us here on Bearded Conversation. So let's keep it moving, let's keep it growing, and let's keep it flowing. Hey, y'all know what it is. Those that fuck with me, fuck with me. Those that don't, fuck with me anyway, man. Same black time, same black channel. Talk black to me, man. Every Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11, 9 p.m. Central. Check your boy out. Bearded Conversation, man. And follow me on all social media platforms. That's TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. And with that being said, let it rock.
That's official. The topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so you can listen to survival of the fittest. We talking it how we living it. Rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, podcasts, no, you don't need a membership. Just follow us on YouTube. Knowledge supreme, infinite. Chicago got a zipping exotic. Let's talk about it. Going live, check your notifications so you can holler. Or leave it in the comments, debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, roll ride views. We supersonic, big gang is conquer. Circle back round like every week. Tell a friend off the block, it's where we meet. Bearded Conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back to hood lovers. Bearded Conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating?
Hey, man, shout out to your boy L Boogie, man. And shout out to Damon DeShine. L Boogie produced the track, and Damon on them vocals.
Come on. The hood lovers, off the block, giving it back. The hood lovers, broadcasting live. Off the block, giving it back. Bearded Conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded Conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded Conversation off the block, giving it back.
Hey, yeah, that's the official song, man. Off the block, giving it back. Bearded Conversation, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, big ups to my co-host L Boogie, man, for producing that, man. Also, big ups to Damon DeShine, man. Check them out on all music platforms. Spotify, iTunes, wherever they do music, man. String your boy, support your local weed, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, the Con, man, and I'm out. Love y'all, man. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. See y'all Monday.